सो हेलो गाइस, क्या हाल चाल है सबके। आज हम लोग फिर से खेलने जा रहे हैं गॉड ऑफ वॉर रैग्नारॉक, क्योंकि ये कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ था। तो हमने लगभग इसे काफ़ी कंप्लीट कर दिया है और अभी भी मुझे लगता है शायद बचा हुआ है, बहुत बचा हुआ है। तो देखते हैं आज कंप्लीट हो पाता है या नहीं। फ़िलहाल हम जल्दी से शुरू करते हैं। मैं भूल गया हूँ मैंने कहाँ छोड़ा था। अभी देखने चलो, कोई नहीं।
Who am I to offer? I only hoped to help the boy find his answers. And I failed. What's my role in all this now?
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been. That's why Odin imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified of you.
I doubt that very much.
It's the truth. And not just because of prophecies. No one has ever united the realms as you.
Hang on! I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have this back. Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns. Shall we go?
Madam Neathog?
Madam Neathog, where? Neathog? I suspect we may have consequences to look forward to.
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
For me, of course.
Of course.
Quiet! She is a friend. Now.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
I don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy. perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The Giants, Faye herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight, all of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
इसमें क्या हो गया?
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Sigrun.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that?
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remain.
I should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. She's so loyal, wise, clever, tall.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
Quiet.
I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors, and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard in Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see soon enough.
Right, left one! Watch out! Behind you! Look out!
The way forward is magically sealed.
The hilt of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilt. tread carefully. You of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
If it does not help us find the Norns, it can wait.
I feel a trace of their illusions here. I can try to dispel it. Oh, no. There's nothing here.
A false trail.
I'm afraid so. We'll have to see what else the wolves can find.
Typical Nornish mischief.
They know we're searching. I warned you they wouldn't make it easy.
And what's the hilt of a cursed king have to do with any of it?
Distraction? Coincidence? Who knows? I suppose they'd say we were fated to find it.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not something like if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Norns live in a well.
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is hard to explain.
Old. Prepare for a fight.
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Right side, it's coming! Off your back! Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! This is a fine mess. Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Come on, get up, brother! Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! Right side, brother! Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Brother! Get up, brother!
अब पहाड़ में जाए
As I was saying, the Norn's home is called the Well of Erd. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's mind? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right, they have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my life, which only made me more determined to try. We don't have the equipment for this.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost.
Enough. We will continue later.
I feel in this direction.
Feel what exactly?
Another illusion. It's coming from this wall. The Norns are hiding something. Kratos, I feel the Norns over here. Are you ready? Oh, no. Nothing. Another dead end.
A trap!
That's all of them. You know, this search will only get more dangerous.
Then we keep looking.
Back to the wolves then.
The wolves have picked up another trail. Keep following their heads.
As I was saying, tales of time travel always strain credulity. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine?
Hold. We will finish later.
This way won't get you to the Norns, to be clear. something you need to do before we find the moons?
Freya, how was Sigrun when you saw her last?
She's still incorporeal, ever since Kratos set her free of her corrupted form. But she hasn't let that stop her from helping any way she can. The truth is, I owe her more than I can repay.
I doubt she'd see it that way. When we freed her, she could speak of little else but her reverence for you. Seeing you yourself again would surely be payment enough.
Time we find the Norns? I'm sure your wolves can get us there.
What is up here?
I don't feel anything. It's not related to the Norns.
Could be interesting enough in its own right.
What's that outpost?
Ragnarok is coming. You're gonna need to stock up. Luckily, I'm offering new items. Anything for Freya? What'll it be? Whatever you need, I'll create. More to talk about?
You won't believe it, Lumi. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund, you say? Now that's where Sigrun was from.
Things that only rotate from the other
Time to move! This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counterspell.
This outpost is what's left of Fjortulund. Sigrun spoke of growing up with these people before she joined the Valkyries.
One less feathery spy.
Find you! Incoming! Time to move!
A musical instrument from your homeland, isn't it? Can you play?
Yes.
Will you?
No.
Now, where have we seen an artifact like that before?
His fault.
Another crane.
I can hold on to those crests from Vanaheim. I don't mind.
Thank you.
You know, brother, Sigrun told me her kingdom housed a great treasury filled with the spoils of her family's conquests. Perhaps this outpost holds some of that treasure.
Is that all she told you, Mimir?
Did she say where?
No, just that they kept it hidden.
Seems it can't rotate through the wall. Well done.
तो इसके कैसे कैसे पजल देते हैं समझ नहीं आता बेफजूल
Perhaps those runes over there can shed some light.
Is that a key?
open in weapons
Wonder what lock that key belongs to.
No lock. It is broken.
Not broken. It's just split in half. Perhaps we could find its
कहाँ जा रहा
partner.
हूँ अच्छा समझ गया हो गया यहाँ पे जो होना।
Behind you! Right side, incoming!
That's the way!
खत्म फिर दिमाग खराब वाला लगता है इनमें। क्या करना चाहें
You collected Kvasir's stories? Give him here. Huge fan. Whatever you need. What can I make for you? Oh, got time to chat?
Does it hurt?
Oh, this? Only when I worry.
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
I'm sorry, but you'd have to ask Odin. He's got control of every path. I know how highly you esteem our expertise on such things, so I'm sure that's disappointing. He's just been one step ahead of us.
अब कहाँ जाना है?
I see you've got some relics of the Dwarven resistance. I'll take them off your hands.
Difficult outlook, mysterious.
Freya, you mentioned that Fimbulwinter had worn down some of Odin's curses, but you still needed help. Was it Sigrun who helped you recover your warrior spirit?
Is that how Odin liked to refer to the curse that kept me from defending myself?
Oh, I suppose that is where I heard it.
Would you like to know how that curse really worked? What it did to me? What it cost me to finally break it?
I am no longer sure that I do.
That's correct.
Well, Sigrun must have helped find your Valkyrie wings. Were they hidden in the place I guessed?
They were not. But yes, she did. Argued all the while I should let my anger go. Helped me just the same.
कभी कभी समझ में ही नहीं आता कहाँ जाना है भाई.
That boy of yours can do some damage, turns out. Maybe he'll bust through Odin's wall next.
Well, those Norns aren't going to find
ये कहाँ
themselves.
गए?
Back to the wolves.
वापस कुछ भूल गए भाई यहाँ पर हम।
I can hold on to those crests from Vanaheim, if you don't mind.
इसके आगे तो कुछ है भी नहीं, क्या करूं?
What? No, she never mentioned.
What did those runes say?
Secret. She loved another. A king named Helgi. Seems they were madly in love. But her parents wouldn't let them marry.
Oh, come, Mimir. You really didn't think you were her first love, did you?
Aye. Suppose I did.
No, it's fine. I don't mind you standing around like that.
Just a second. एक पेटी नहीं खोली ना हमने, वो समझ नहीं आ रही कैसे, जब ये इधर ही बैठा है। पहले ही नहीं देखा मैंने ये। किधर जाना? फालतू वाले पजल हैं भाई, क्या दिमाग खराब, गेम को और टाइम देता है इसमें। अब ये कैसे फूटेगा? हो गया या अब भी कुछ रह गया? श्रेया कहाँ गई? अरे यार, मुझे उधर से जाना पड़ेगा। अब कहाँ जाना है?
I see you got some relics of the dwarven resistance. I'll take them off your hands.
When you want to find the Norns, we'll return to the sledge.
here for you.
If you're ready to find the Norns, let's get back to your sled.
पे जाना था। मैं वहाँ चक्कर काटे जा रहा हूँ, खाना का वो मुझे दिख गया था ना।
Just to circle back and close the book on this time travel rubbish.
चलो
If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience. Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur!
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it! I hoped it might have given us another way.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
It's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding. I do understand where his anger came from. Isn't that the spear from Tyr's statue?
Freya, where is Sigrun now?
Impossible to say. She's on a mission spanning the realms in search of our lost sisters. Our hope is if she can bring their incorporeal spirits to Vanaheim, we can find a way to restore them to uncorrupted forms.
Fire from behind!
Aye, give him what for. Left side. Suspect that's all of them.
These were cold. Infamous.
Eating wolves. Atreus and I rescued ours from such an encampment.
That was... nice. The Coal Raiders have been a blight on this land. The way they've abused its creatures. Perhaps we should do something about it.
Perhaps.
Up to you, brother. If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up a bit late.
ये कहाँ से खुलेगा अब? नहीं दिख रहा है भाई। यहाँ पे जाने की जगह है। अरे और कहाँ है? नहीं 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 लगा। अरे यहाँ से जाने की जगह नहीं है। है ही नहीं। है तो यहीं। वो दिख रहा यार। तो ये कहीं से फूटेगा? वैसे मैं इसे स्किप भी कर सकता हूँ, कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है। कोई तो तरीका होगा। ओके, एक सेकेंड। मुझे लगा ही था कुछ। सी किधर है? इसके अंदर भी नहीं है। कहीं दिख रहा है? भाई सी ही नहीं मिल रहा। जा तो सकता हूँ मैं, लेकिन मुझे सी देखना है। ये मैं इधर से आया, इधर कहीं है क्या? वो रहा। ये जाएगा वहां तक? हट। फूट गया क्या? फूट गया। मैक्सिमम डेज। क्या क्यों भूखे जा रहे हो?
Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
नहीं जाना भाई, यहाँ नहीं जाना। इधर क्या है? अब होगी। अरे Oh!
Behind you! Look out!
Man.
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
No.
Kratos, a raider encampment.
Shall we take care of them, brother?
That is all of them. They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that. The oarsmen. Monumental conquerors.
Made some lovely warships, though.
यहाँ तो मैं आया हूँ, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है। आया था मैं। Oh!
I felt that one,
शायद ये भी मैंने खामा खाई। एक बार और ट्राई करते हैं।
Right side,
ओ
Come on, Kratos, off your back.
Lemire, look. Another Fjordaloo marking.
Aye, this place must have been part of Sigrun's kingdom. A first
yeah, it
outpost
was.
preceding further expansion.
On your right.
All these bones.
This is a tomb.
और यार कुछ और इसको भी खोलता हूँ, अभी देखते हैं।
There must be another way around. Looks like there's a staircase on the other side.
अरे ये वो होगा एक साथ मारने वाला, अभी से मैं ढूंढना पड़ेगा। मार तो सही रहा हूँ यार, ये क्या चीज़ है? नहीं, कहीं और ढूंढना पड़ेगा, लेकिन ये कैसे हटेगा? ठीक है, सी आर ये रहा, सी को मैं यहाँ मार सकता हूँ, एन को मैं यहाँ मार सकता हूँ, यहाँ खड़े होकर मारना पड़ेगा। ये आर जाने के लिए तो जगह चाहिए यार। क्या कोई एंगल होगा जरूर, नीचे भी जाने की जगह नहीं है। यहाँ से वो लगेगी।
Up there.
अबे भाई
Behind you! Incoming! Behind you! Go! Behind you!
Sad to see Sigrun's homeland in such a terrible state.
You know, Mimir, if you want to take it towards the kingdom, you might not like everything you find.
So, she loved another before me. There are worse things to discover about someone you love.
Yes, there certainly are. The other staircase.
कहाँ यार दोबारा इधर आ गया हट किधर था इधर से का आया ना इधर से आया अरे किधर से आया नहीं इधर से आया भाई कितना घुमा कर इसके अंदर।
Maybe those runes can give us a bit of history about this place. It can't be.
It is.
Oh, Mimir. Look, the other half of the key.
I knew those key pieces would fit. Can't wait to see what lock it belongs to. King Helgi massacred her family just because he couldn't have her. Only her brother, Prince Dogger, survived to kill the Mad King.
Sigrun and her brother had issues over that.
Oh, and all the time Sigrun and I spent with each other. She never mentioned anything about this.
Maybe she liked the way you saw her. Kratos, tell me more of your homeland.
It was violent and cruel.
Sounds no different from these lands.
It was warmer.
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
earlier if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again. Find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't. How strange. I've never seen that building before.
Aye, very strange indeed. Let's take a closer look.
Raider, left flank! Behind you, brother! Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Watch out!
Wait. The shield that's blocking the entrance. It looks exactly like the one from Tyr's statue.
Brother, your fight with Thor must have scattered pieces of Tyr's statue all over the lake. Looks like the shield ended up lodged here. All this must have been hidden behind the ice until that shield smashed through it.
That's the way!
Ah!